Hey, congratulations again. I wanted to welcome you all back. This is core commitment number 3, market daily, and this is actually a principle that you just need to apply every single day in your business, and if you do, it's going to take your income that you're going to generate and actually make it sustainable. And so let me explain the principle like this. Again, this is not a suggestion. This is one of the commitments. You need to do it in your business if you want to create success. And so what is it? It's really simple. You want to take 20% of the commissions that you generate and you want to put it back into more traffic in order to get more leads, more sales, and more new customers. And if you do that, what ends up happening is your business is always going to sustain its growth. When you get started, what tends to happen is you tend to go out there and create the results that you get by blogging and doing free strategies, social media, and things like that. And sometimes it can take a little bit of grinding if you don't have a lot of resources when you're getting your business started, just like me. I know when I got started blogging, it took me a lot of time to syndicate my blog posts and to learn to share them and generate traffic with them to get the results that I wanted. But when I started making money, what I started to do was to take a percentage of the income that I created, the new commissions that I made, and I reinvested that back into more marketing processes in my business. And by doing that, I used that income to create more traffic, leads, and sales. Actually, this is one of the reasons why it's important to activate all of the products in Empower Network. It's because the more commissions you can earn when you make a sale, the more money you're going to generate and the more you're going to be able to reinvest back into traffic in order to scale your business and in order to be able to grow your business more quickly. I mentioned in the first video when I said be a product of the product that if you have all of the products and you make a sale and somebody buys them all, and I find actually in my personal business that I get anywhere from 1 in 8 to 1 in 10 people who actually buy every single product that we offer. And the reason they do is because I personally will work with them and help them make a decision in order to get the products that they need to create the results that they want to create in their business. So if you make a sale and somebody gets all in, you're going to make about $3,000 in commissions if you have the ability to sell all of our products, right? If you make $3,000 in commissions, let's just take this example for a second, and you take 20% of the commissions that you generate and you reinvest it back into more traffic, you're going to have about $600 that you can invest back into a traffic budget. Now, what does that do is you're going to place that traffic to generate more traffic, leads, and sales back into the funnel to create more customers, to create more upsells, and to create more commissions as people go through. And that is how you create a sustainable business. You know, what a lot of people do when they get started, whether it's online, whether it's offline, is when they make money, they just take all their money and they just blow it on stuff because they get excited. And I'm not saying you shouldn't go buy a bottle of champagne, or when you make a lot of money, go buy a Ferrari or buy a new house or take all your money and go buy something nice, because you should celebrate your successes and victories when you hit the next level and when you actually create income in your business. But if you don't take some seed money and put it back into process in order to grow your business bigger, you're always going to stay in that grind. But there's actually a way that you can get out of the grind, and that's by following the third core commitment, which is market daily. And really quick, what I want to do is I want to pass the microphone to Michael Martin. He's one of our best marketers that we've got, and he just follows this principle, takes a percentage of his commissions and reinvests it back into his business. How many people have you signed up total in Empower Network, Michael?
Total over 1,000.
Over 1,000 people he signed up in Empower Network, and you've done that primarily through paid traffic, right?
Correct.
Okay, so you sign somebody up, and if you have a $600 commission that comes, or if you have $600 and you reinvest it back into traffic, how many clicks and how many sales can you generate from that?
I can generally get anywhere from 700 to 800 leads.
700 to 800 leads?
Yeah, and that would generally be about 50 new people.
So you could, from this, get 700 to 800 leads right here, and that can generate in the top of the funnel about 50 new customers, right, back into the process. Now, if you could get 1 in 10 of those people to upgrade and go all in, how much commissions would you generate at the level that you're at in your business?
I mean, it could be well over $100,000 a month.
Yeah, that would get him over $100,000 a month. See, if you take seed money from the commissions that you generate and you reinvest back into process, that enables you to make your sign-up sustainable and also to make your life a little bit easier. But it's not actually just about paid traffic. It's about reinvesting as a principle back into process. Lawrence, I want to use you real quick as an example here, if you just take the microphone. So I know you're somebody that you don't just do paid traffic, but you also invest in outsourcing, you other forms of leads, article writers, assistants, and things like that.
Well, I copied you. I mean, I found you on the internet, and you were kind of making fun of me because I'm kind of frugal. But I was working a job. I mean, just to be fair, I was working a job, but you were paying, for writers, and I would buy these, same thing, but I would, get the cheap writer. and it was like $5 for an article, and you're paying like $25. And
My articles were good, though.
Exactly, and I should just listen to you. So I was in that cycle of like, okay, not reinvesting all of it, just some of it. But then I got tired of that, and instead of doing 20%, I started doing 100% because I had a job, right? And I didn't want to grind for 6 months to a year. I wanted to grind for 2 months. So I just pushed everything back to outsourcing, scaling out, and building a bigger network like how you're doing.
So you utilize outsourcing to even create blog articles and create more traffic through that in your team?
Yeah, I mean, because the idea is if a blog works, why not have a whole bunch of them? And so I just started, my lunch hour before my boss got to work, and when the kids went to sleep, I just blitzed it. And then it just got bigger and bigger and bigger. So today, I might spend $500 a month on traffic. The rest is just organic social media or blogs.
And how much have you made in Empower Network?
About 1.9.
And used to be an engineer, right?
Yeah, used to be.
Give him a hand.
Yeah.
Give him a hand. Give him a hand. So it's not just about taking money and putting it into paid traffic. It's also just scaling up your business and moving your whole business to the next level. And I did that with my personal business. As we grew the business, we take a massive percentage of the revenue that's created in the company, and we scale the staff, and we make our marketing processes better. We do split tests across the whole site. And this is the process that we actually follow to get our results to the next level and also help you to get your results to the next level as well. And so I want to encourage you, don't waste all your seed money, to utilize that seed money to grow a forest of commissions in your business and to keep expanding it and getting to the next level, continue investing in your education, and also continue to take your skill set to the next level as you continue earning more and more and more and more. And that's the way that you're going to create sustainability in your business. But if you really want to market and you want to do it successfully, don't just blow your money on random stuff. This is a mistake a lot of new people make, where they get started and they treat this like it's some sort of a lotto. They hear a story like his and they say, oh, if I just throw $600 at some random traffic site on the internet, I'm going to get traffic, leads, and sales. It doesn't work like that. You got to learn what you're doing. You got to learn the skills. And so what we did is we actually put together a training, and this is for people that actually have up to the team building formula in their business. We actually have a training, that some bonus modules that are done by Michael Martin on how he creates up to 25 signups daily, how to place your ads, where to place them, how to get the traffic, how to convert the traffic, and how to actually get those sales. So if you're somebody that wants to do paid advertising right out of the gate, if you do have a budget to do that, maybe from your income at your job, you can do that, but you want to make sure to get the education so you're doing it correctly. So what I encourage you to do actually is to buy the team building formula, make sure you have access to those bonuses. And Michael Martin, who's sitting right here in the front, he's making over $30,000 a month, see our income disclosure, and the way he does that is actually taught as bonuses in that product, because we want to make sure that when you are putting your money into your business, you're putting in a place that gets you the result that you want. And you might be saying, well, why don't you just give that to me right away for free? Why do I got to pay for that extra training? Now, this is actually why, and this is a principle of paid marketing, and I really want you to understand this. See, if Michael Martin takes $600 and he invested into traffic, he has to have high-ticket sales coming in from his business in order to recoup the investment that he makes into that traffic. If he doesn't make those high-ticket commissions, he's not going to create profit. Does that make sense to everybody in the room? Right? And so if you want to create profits from the traffic you're creating, you've got to have high-ticket products to sell, and you got to know how to sell those, and you also got to know how to place the traffic. So what we did is we put those bonus modules for free for you if you just buy the team building formula, because if you have that product, you can actually earn $300 to $600 commissions from that product, and that can be enough to actually pay to make sure that you profit from the traffic that you're buying and creating. All right, so that's really important to make sure that you activate all of the ways that you can earn money here, and you can do that by actually completing a purchase of the Top Producer Formula and also the Team Building Formula right now. And I actually encourage you to buy those products right now. You can do that if you actually go up to the tabs and you click on the Top Producer Formula. If you don't have it, you can activate that product. Go actually watch that sales video. You can actually learn about and buy the Team Building Formula by clicking on the Team Building Formula tab above this. And what I encourage you to do is just to commit to reinvesting into process in your business and to make your marketing system just a little bit better every single day in your business. Can everybody in this room agree to do that? Say yes? Yes. All right, agree to do that, commit to do that, and I will see you in the next video. Everybody give them a hand. Okay. Cool. Next one. I'm going to go through before you all escape. All right, hold on. New member coaching. I need a volunteer. Okay. Volunteer? That's fine. Come on.
Can I just sit here now, or do you want me to come up when you
It's fine, just sit there. I'm actually going to do a fast version and refer them to the top producer formula in the bonus video.
No mojo.
Okay. Actually, go sit right there, and then I'll have you come up in a minute. Yeah. Because I need to explain this before I do it. All right, you guys ready? 3, 2, 1. Woo! Hey, I wanted to congratulate you again. You are doing what a lot of people actually don't do, and that's you're completing your Fast Start series, which is going to help you get started in your business right and make sure you're actually performing the correct actions. You've only got a few videos left, and you got to watch these all the way in full. And the reason is, and this is really important, you want to understand what your new members are actually going through so you can actually aid them in that process. And if you do that, you're actually going to make a lot more money because you'll be able to help people to go through the same process that you went through. Now, this is actually one of the most important core commitments, and the reason is if you do it, it's going to multiply the amount of money that you make from every new member that comes into your business by 3 to 5 times. And I'm telling you that it will, and the reason it will is because of the personal connection that it's going to create. And I'm actually going to teach you how to do it in this video, and I'm also going to teach you how to expand your skill set and how to master this. And if you master this, it's going to really create some phenomenal results for you. So before I explain what a new member coaching is, I got to explain our process just a little bit, and I'm going to explain part of it here, and then I'm going to explain the other part of it actually in the bonus video that's going to unlock when you complete this series and actually upload your core commitment form. Okay, when you do that, it's actually going to unlock a bonus, and in that, I'm going to explain the second part of the new member coaching. So let me quickly explain how it works. Okay, so you're going to create traffic, leads, and sales that you generate into the funnel, like I've explained in the previous videos. Really simple process, actually. Well, what's going to happen is as you're generating traffic and as you're generating leads and as you're getting sales, right, you're going to be getting new members into this business. What you got to understand about a new member, they don't know anything, right? Maybe just like you. Maybe you actually know a ton about what we do. Probably, though, you don't, right? You might not even realize kind of what market we're in when you get started. You might have come in through one of our low-cost offers on the front end, and you're really just kind of wondering what this is all about and decided to give it a try when you came in. So you got to quickly get oriented and quickly get a grasp on what we're doing. And if your new members don't do that, they're going to do stupid things when they start, and they're going to sabotage their success. So it's really important to do the best job that we possibly can on helping those people to get educated on what our products are, what markets we serve, how we sell our products, and also what they've got to do if they want to get to the top and make 6 and 7 figures in their business. Does that make sense? So if you aid me in this process, I can help you to earn a lot of extra money by just following this core commitment, which is actually new member coaching. It's the 4th core commitment. Okay, remember, these are like the commandments. We're just committing to do them and to follow through them every day, right? Paul challenged me to use the word commandment in the video. I thought that was funny. He's Mormon. Anyway, so you're going to get traffic, you're going to get leads, and you're going to get sales. So what is your new members experience? Okay, this is the first thing that happens. When a new member comes in, they're going to buy product number 1, and then they're going to go through a sequence of upsells that actually expose them for the very first time to the rest of the products in our series, right? Now, some of the people actually that come through will just buy everything in one go. But it's pretty rare. Most of the time when people come through, they maybe buy 1 product extra, maybe they buy 2, right? And then they don't buy the rest of the products in our suite because they just got exposed to us and just bought spontaneously and decided to get in and don't really know what it is and what are all the things that we offer, right? Does that make sense to you? A lot of people don't buy a $1,000 or a $3,500 product on the first exposure. So they're going to come in, they're going to say yes to a couple products, then they're probably going to say no. Then what's going to happen is they're going to go to the members area, and in the members area, they're going to see the same video that you saw, which is the welcome video. And the welcome video is basically going to tell them, same thing that you saw, I want you to watch this entire video and then complete the entire Fast Start training. Then they're going to go through this training series that you're seeing right now. And the purpose of this series is to do what? It's to educate them on who we are, what we do, what we sell, so they know how the process works, they know how to make money from it, and they know how to get into profit quickly and actually do it in a way that has integrity and works and can scale to the next level, right? We want to get people started right so they can get into profit. And not only that, we want to help them grow over a period of time through our community and culture, give them the support that they need, and actually help them create personal and financial breakthroughs at the same time. Does that make sense to you? All right? And the way that we do that is by educating them into our marketing and cultural processes. This is really important. I explained this in a couple of our products. But they're going to get to the members area and they're going to see the welcome video, all right? And then after that, they're going to go through this Fast Start training. And then after they do that, we're going to instruct them to download the core commitment checklist, right? And then to sign it and actually upload it back to the site. Now, the reason we want them to do that is because in signing that form, they're committing to follow the steps that they need to follow in order to get a result in their business. For me, I won't work with anyone that doesn't sign that form. And it's not because I don't love them or I don't care about them. I actually do. It's because I've got so many people who come in who actually commit to the 8 core steps that I can't work with anyone who doesn't. I don't have time in my day, right? I want to help people that are willing to help themselves. And if somebody's not willing to do the things that all the leaders are willing to do, they're not going to step into leadership. Does that make sense to you? And so this is actually a filtering process also for you to guard your time. So I'd encourage you actually to tell people that they got to go through those steps in order to work with you, right? So how can you aid in this process, right? It's really simple. When you get a new member, we're actually going to email you their information. You actually have that information in your members area as well. But when we email you that information, just give them a call and welcome them. And then I want you to do what I'm about to show you how to do. So come on up, Kimberly. Give her a hand. Oops. Drop this. All right, so this is obviously a role play. She's already in. And so this is Kimberly Skinner. Everybody, welcome aboard, Kimberly.
Why, thank you.
Right? So I'm going to pretend that I'm calling her, okay, and she just joined. Now, I promise you if you follow this process, you're going to get big results. And here's the reason why, is because nobody calls anybody that joins anything on the internet, right? The internet is like a cold, emotionless space with like people with thick glasses in their mom's basement on their computers, right, telling people how to make money on the internet, right? And what they should be doing is writing like ebooks that are like how I live in my mom's basement and make no money online, right? But the reality is if you create relationships with people, the people not only will buy more products, but they're also going to stay in for longer. They're also going to get better results, because this is what I want you to understand. Half of our system is designed to help people get results immediately. The other half is actually designed to help educate them and help them grow personally over a period of time, because as people grow, their income actually will grow as well, all right? And so I'm going to pretend you just joined. Ring, ring.
Hello.
Hello, is this Kimberly?
It is.
Kimberly, this is Dave Wood. I just saw that you joined the team. How you doing?
I'm great. Thank you for calling me.
Well, it's fantastic. I just got a minute right now, and I just really wanted to welcome you aboard. You came in through, one of my marketing links, and I just want to let you know that I'm here for you, but I want to help you get started right now. You just joined about like 10 minutes ago, it looks like. Is that right?
Yeah.
What made you decide to join the team?
Well, I just saw a video that I thought was like kind of super geniusy looking and looked like something that I might be able to do.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so it looked like you could be able to do it. And why do you want to do it? What result are you trying to create?
Well, I really need to make some money. I want to do some stuff that I've been trying to accomplish for a while, and I just need some extra money to be able to, go and travel more and that kind of thing.
So you want to travel more and that kind of thing?
Yeah.
Okay, why else?
Well, also because a lot of the stuff that my family does to earn money is really time consuming, and I'm really trying to automate some things so we can have more time together as a family.
So you want to have more time and travel more, is that right? Okay, I can help you do that, but you need to listen, okay? And the reason is because, when I got started on the internet, I was living in a van, and I actually just learned some principles that allowed me to market my business in a way that created personal time freedom. And since then, I've been able to move to the house of my dreams in Costa Rica and really create time freedom and financial independence and travel all over the world. And so, are you actually still in the back office, or are you in front of your computer right now?
Yes, I am.
Have you watched the welcome video yet?
I just watched it.
You just watched it, great. In the welcome video, the founder of the company, Dave Wood, just mentioned that there's a few steps to get started right. Do you remember all of those steps? Okay, let let me help you out, okay? The first thing is, and this is really important, is I want to help you get started in a way that can actually create the time freedom. See, a lot of people get in, and if you're not serious about that, I could understand why you wouldn't want to follow that whole process. But we actually map out for you how to create the results that you want to create in your business. It's really important, actually, to go through that immediately, because from the time that you joined, you actually only have 24 hours to complete the Fast Start training. And as long as you complete it in those 24 hours, we're going to unlock a bonus for you that's worth over $1,000, and I want to make sure that you get access to that bonus. Maybe take you an hour, hour and a half. Is that okay with you?
Yeah, I'm super excited about that.
Okay. I want you to click on, you're still in the back office, you see where it says Watch the Fast Start Training? Mm-hmm. Go ahead and click that link and tell me when the new page loads.
Okay.
I want you to do two things, and then I actually want you to give me a call back. Is that okay?
Yeah, sure.
The two things are I want you to watch every video in this series from front to back all the way through. Can you do that?
Yes, certainly.
The second thing is I want you to actually download. There's a core checklist that basically says you understand it, and I want you to download it, sign it, and then actually re-upload it back to the site. Can you do that?
Sure. Is it okay if I take a picture of it? And
You can take a picture of it with your phone. That's
Okay.
fine. Okay. And you need to do it quickly. When will you have that done by?
You said it's going to take about an hour and a half to view the videos. Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, no, I'll do it right away. I'll
right
be done
away?
in less than 2 hours. Yeah.
Okay, great. I'll still be around. I'm running some errands, but give me a call in about an hour and a half once I have got that form, and I want to help you get started right in doing a new member coaching with you. Okay, so you'll do that in the next hour and a half?
Yes.
Okay, when that happens, in case you don't get me, there's actually a bonus video that's going to unlock, and I actually want you to watch that all the way through as well. Can you do that?
Absolutely.
All right, and then we'll connect, and I just wanted to welcome you to the team.
Thank you so much.
Everybody give her a hand. Really simple, right? Now, if you want to learn how to do this process better, there's some enhancements we can add to it. We actually have a product called the Top Producer Formula, where I actually give you scripts. I actually give you the exact language that I've used to be the #1 recruiter in 4 separate direct sales companies. And this is stuff you can take with you for the rest of your life, and you can market anything that you want with. And that is actually right there enough to where if you just do that, that will massively increase your income, because now I've got enough of a relationship to where somebody is actually going to follow the steps. And it's more than just a guy in a computer. It's more than just a guy in a room with a bunch of people that have made money. It's somebody real who connected with them, who's actually doing their own marketing online. It'll make the world of difference to you. Now, here's what I'm going to do for you guys who are watching this video. I actually cover the second part of what to do in the new member coaching in the bonus video that's going to unlock when you complete this series. But remember, you've only got until that time runs out to get access to that video. And so the clock is ticking, and I want to make sure you get that information immediately. What I want you to do is a couple things. Number one, make sure to purchase the Top Producer Formula. It's $500, and every time somebody purchases that from you, you're going to actually start off earning commission of $150. And after a while, actually, you're going to get up to a point where you'll be earning $300 per sale on that product. If you go through and you study that product, it'll actually teach you how to do this in a way where it's going to blow your mind how how effective your time is going to be and how much commissions you could generate when you're bringing new team members in. But go ahead and go to the next video right after this one is finished, and I want you to learn about the next core step to get that bonus video to actually unlock what to do in the second part of the new member coaching. But what I want to ask everybody in the room, you guys going to do new member coaching? Say yes? Yes. All right, give me a hand, everybody. Woo! See you in the next video. All right, cool. Awesome. I'm going to just quickly. These actually next ones are super, well, the next one is the inner circle, so probably. Cool. You ready?
Inner Circle Daily.
All right, and what is the name of that? Oh, yeah, Speak Your World into Existence. I'm going to just tell people to do that. That's a good assignment. Speak the world into existence. All right. Ready?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. 3, 2, 1. Woo! Hey, we wanted to welcome you guys back. This is actually core commitment number 5, which is actually daily inner circle audio. I forgot to write daily on here, right? And this is listening to audio every single day from people who are getting the results that you want to get in your business. And this is really important for a variety of reasons. The first one is this. I know that you're watching this series right now, and you're going to spend some time going through all the training products that you have that you've purchased. However, I also know that you probably have a job, like most people who come in, and if you don't, then you can do this full time, you're lucky, but most people, they actually have jobs, right? And they only have a few hours a day to really build, and so they've got to spend their time wisely and effectively, and really the majority of the time that they have available for training and education is downtime. It's driving in their car to work. It's being in the shower in the morning when all you're hearing is, the shower, right? It's when you're running, when you're exercising, and things like that. What you can do is you can actually feed your unconscious mind with audio that you're going to learn things like how to sell, how to influence, how to get results, where to market, how to place your ads, where to place your ads, right? What the people in our community are doing who are getting the results that you want to get in your business. And I'm just telling you something, if you want to transform your mind and transform your life, you need to be listening to audio every single day in your business from a product that we have called the Inner Circle. How much does the Inner Circle cost? It's $100 a month, and I want to encourage you to go ahead and upgrade right now if you haven't done it, right? Hold on a second here. And what we do is every week we upload several audios to that product where we actually have people in our community, myself, our leaders who've earned over $1 million in commissions, and they share their story, they share the tactics and the strategies that they're using, and they show you how to completely transform your mind, and by transforming your mind and what's in your heart, how to transform your world on the outside. And before I continue here with some examples, I actually want to share with you where this concept comes from. It's actually when I got started in the home business industry offline in old school network marketing back in 2002, I joined a company called Amway, right? Now, when I joined that company, I met some people who were making $500,000 a month and $1 million a month real early, and it just completely stretched and blew out the walls of my imagination on what's possible, because I didn't really want to do the business that these guys are doing after I was around it for a long period of time, but I really learned some secrets on how to influence people and how to grow big, massive teams, okay? And I remember real early on, after I got started, I met a guy named Brad, and Brad at the time was making $500,000 a month, and he'd flown into Phoenix, Arizona on a private jet to do a meeting with about 1,500 people. And I remember him telling this story about how just earlier that evening somebody had called him and canceled and couldn't actually do this meeting, and so he actually went and got in his jet, right, and flew out to Phoenix, spent his own money, like $8,000 between pilots and fuel, just to go to Phoenix, did the meeting, and he was actually going to get back in his jet that night and go home so he could sleep in bed with his wife. And my mind just like blew out. I was like, that is more money than like at my current salary I will make in my entire life what this guy makes in a month. It's ridiculous. Imagine meeting a person who makes as much every month as you make in your whole life, right? It stretches your imagination. And after the event, there was people surrounding this dude asking him questions, and I wanted to just get up there and ask him why I was struggling so bad. I was out there working. I was out there trying to prospect people. I was out there showing the plan and doing all that old school stuff that we actually show you how to not do, and none of it was working, right? And finally, at like 2 or 3 in the morning, he was still out there talking to people, and I got in a corner, and I went up to him, and I was all like discouraged, my shoulders were hung down, and I went up and I said, man, this just isn't. When he goes, stop it. Right? And he just interrupt my complaining, because that's a lot of times what people do if they're struggling, their energy's kind of down like that. And he just surprised me right into waking up. And I said, what the heck? And he says, look, I know you're struggling, and I know why, and I can help you, but I got to know something first. And I said, okay. And he said, do you really want this? And I said, yeah. And he says, are you working? I said, yeah. And he says, I can tell by the look in your eyes. And I was like, all right. And he said, I'm going to tell you 2 things to do, and it's not going to be what you expect, but if you do these 2 things, it's going to completely transform your life, it's going to transform your business, it's going to change your future forever. And I was like, all right. And he says, but before I tell you what they are, you got to agree to do them, right? And I was like, I got to agree to something that I don't know what it is? And he says, yeah, or I won't tell you. And I was like, okay, and he says, good. And now I promise something. I promise to not tell you anything that's not in your best interest as far as my beliefs are concerned. And I've helped a lot of people make a lot of money. And he says, here's what you need to do. He says, you need to make me a promise that for the next 10 years, you're going to listen to at least 30 minutes of an audio every single day from somebody that's getting better the results than you. He says, you got to promise me you're going to do it every day for the next 10 years. And he says, will you do it? And I said, yeah, I'll do that, right? That's not hard, right? It's easy to do, but it's also easy not to do, right? This is the difference between successful people and failures, because success, guys, it is not built in a day. It's built from your daily actions. It's built from your habits. It's built from the core commitments, right? And so I agreed to do it. That was in 2002, right? And so where was I 10 years later? Well, I'm actually going to tell you that in the last core commitment. I'm going to tell you what happened. But I'll tell you actually how much money I was making 10 years later. 10 years later, I was sitting there remembering that happening. I was making over $150,000 a month as an affiliate. Right? That's what happened to me, and it was because of what he told me from the first step and what he told me in the second, which I'm actually going to talk about in the last video. And so the commitment is to listen to audio every day. And so the Inner Circle is a library that's built of the best audios that we've created in our community since 2011. And every week we update it, and as long as you go in there and feed your mind, it's going to keep you on track. Here's the other thing, though. As you're building your business, what's going to happen is you're going to be bringing people into this process, and you just don't have time to train everyone and to motivate everyone and to handhold everyone in your business. You cannot do with people what the Inner Circle will do for them as they just listen to it. So for me personally, I will not work with anybody in my organization that doesn't listen to the Inner Circle. And the reason is because if they don't listen to it, what happens is they end up wanting me to do with them what the audios in the Inner Circle are doing, and I'm wasting my time, I'm wasting my energy, I'm wasting my money, and I can't affect them as much as the audios can affect them, because they can do that every day when it's in their downtime and re-listen to it over and over and over and over and over again. There's one audio in particular I want you to start with, and it's called Speak Your World into Existence. We make it easy to find when you buy the product. If you don't have the Inner Circle, you can actually click on the tab above that says Inner Circle, and you can activate that product. And if you're serious about your business, you're serious about really making this work, you need to buy the Inner Circle right now. And if you listen to this audio, what I actually tell people is I tell people to listen to this audio once a day for the first 60 days that they're in the business. Just put it in the car when you're driving to work, put it in the car when you're driving home. I've never had somebody do that without creating an internal transformation from doing it. Do we have actually anybody in this room that's actually done that? I didn't ask before I started this video. You listen to that audio every day for 60 days? Hey, come on up, actually, and I actually need a microphone. I don't know where I put it. I can't remember. Okay, hold on a second. And actually, I'll come back here. It's fine. It's fine. And so you listen to an audio every day for 60 days, and these guys, by the way, everybody give them a hand. They just hit the gold level, and that means they're making $10,000 a month in their business. And so can you just tell me what happened?
Well, everything changes because that audio tell you about how to speak to the people and what to do when they have a when they put excuses to you, how you can talk to them, and how to make the people make the upsells. Yeah, all that is in that audio.
Hey, give her a hand, everybody. Give her a hand. And by the way, they just crossed the gold level. I know we were just celebrating them earlier, but the people watching the video don't know. Just today, they crossed $10,000 a month. So again, give them a congratulations. Give them congratulations. They work primarily in the Spanish market. So that when you listen to audios, the audios will transform your business. Here's the other part of it, though, is the income that you can create from the Inner Circle. And you're going to be missing it if you don't actually have it and utilize it to build your team, right? And you can ask any one of the diamonds in our organization, and they make $30,000 a month or more, see our income disclosure. You can ask them how much of their income comes from the Inner Circle. How much money have you made in Empowerment Network total? Michael, it's like $500,000, right?
$500,000.
And how much of it has come from the Inner Circle?
About 20% of that.
About 20% of that? Okay, so about $150,000 or so. How much have you made in your business total, and how much from the Inner Circle?
A little over $700,000, and about 30% of that, about $250,000.
Okay, so about $250,000 from the Inner Circle. Tracy, how much have you made, and how much have you made from the Inner Circle?
I've made about $1.4 million, and about 30% of that has come from Inner Circle.
Okay, so like I don't even calculate that fast, but it's a few $100,000. Mike, how much have you made, and how much has come from the Inner Circle?
I made $870,000 and about $350,000 from the Inner Circle.
So that's actually a little bit of a higher percentage. And Paul Hutchings, how much have you made, and how much of it came from the Inner Circle?
$562,000 and about $250,000 from the Inner Circle.
About $250,000 from the Inner Circle. I could go around the room, guys, but give them a hand, right? That says enough right there, right? So what I want you guys to do is, number one, buy the Inner Circle, but number two, commit to listening to an audio every single day. You can actually download that in your iPod, on your phone, listen to it in your car on the way to work, and if you do that, it's going to keep you on track towards your vision, towards your outcomes, towards your goals. It's going to empower you to create success. So I wanted to congratulate you for buying the Inner Circle. Go ahead and continue on to the next video. Everybody give them a hand, and we will talk to them in that video. Cool. Now I think we're to the short videos. Sorry. It's so fun to sell stuff. All right. So this one is the hold on a second. 6. And I always place these ones out of order. Oh, this one's read daily. Right. Read daily. Okay. Very important. All right, I'll make this short though. Hey, what's up, dude? Hey. Ba-bam. Hey, can you tell that story about how you came to my house and I was just sitting there like reading and listening to audios and stuff in this video? Okay, cool. We'll use that as the testimonial, and then just, we'll show off your watch and your rings. All right. Microphone is right there. All right, cool. We got 4 left? 6, 7, 3 left. This is awesome. We're almost done. All right. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Yeah. Hey, congratulations on getting to this video. You've only got 3 core commitments left. And this one we're actually going to be talking about reading, and that's feeding your mind. And there's a lot of reasons why you want to do this, but the biggest reason is if you grow your mind, you're going to grow your bank account. You're here to make money, and if you want to make money sustainably, you've got to grow. Your income is only going to go as high as you grow in your business. And I actually was told this a long time ago that every single leader ever in direct sales and internet marketing and network marketing is a reader. I've got like bookshelves full of books that I've read at my house, but I want you to make a commitment to read at least for 30 minutes a day. And a lot of times when I go over this core commitment, people ask me, what should I start with? And the truth is, it doesn't matter. What you want to do is you want to feed your mind with information related to how you want to make money. So in this, how do you make money? You make money from people skills, you make money from creating influence with people, you make money from marketing skills, you make money from sales skills, right? You make money from understanding blogging, from understanding marketing, from understanding people skills, right? From understanding influence. Those are the core things. Does that make sense to you? From team building, leadership, stuff like that. If you will commit to reading the best books in the marketplace that are on subjects that will make you money 30 minutes a day, it will absolutely transform your brain, your mind, and your heart over the period of a year. But here's the thing, is you'll find that leaders don't want to be around people that aren't moving on in life and that aren't growing. And if you don't grow, you're not going to be able to sponsor people that will stick around you for the rest of your life. But if you continue to grow and you continue to expand your mindset and your skill set, you absolutely will be able to do that. And so real quick, just so you know, I'm not fudging with you, I've got Justin Berengia here. And actually, I met him originally on the internet, I think before Empower Network started.
No, after.
After it started. No,
Paul introduced us a few weeks or so before it started, but we met actually at an event,
yes,
and then I went to your house after.
So he came to my house, and this is in 2012 in June time, right? And I remember this because he was broke, right? And how much have you made in Empower Network now?
About 1.7 mil.
1.7 million. So when you came to my house, like, what did you see me do?
Yeah, it was funny. So, like, we pull up to this beautiful house in the middle of nowhere in the mountains of Costa Rica, and it's like there's no streets. He's just like, it's like driving through the woods. You need actually like an SUV to get there. And I remember walking up to the door. You answered the door, and you're just like, hey, dude. But you didn't make eye contact with me. You were just reading your book, wandering around your house. And you literally did that for like an hour or two when I was there. And I'm like, is he serious? Like, I didn't think you actually like read that much. And then even later on in the day, you just pick up books randomly, and you just start walking around reading them. I'm like, he actually does it.
Yeah. Well, you heard me listen to audios, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, and at the time, see, how much were you making then? Because you had just gotten started. You just started to make a little bit of money, but you were pretty broke.
I just had like I think a $5,000 month in Empower, so I was super motivated to be in your presence.
And then the next month, how much did you make after you
26 in Empower.
$26,000, right? And now how much have you made total? Again?
About 1.7 mil.
1.7 million. And just really quick, can you show off your $1 million ring and your watch to the camera there so everybody can see? That ring, it's about 12 grand. We give that to people who make over $1 million. And that watch, where'd you get that watch and how much does it cost?
This is Dave Wood's watch, so you would know more what it costs. But I think with taxes, it's about $39,000. And I got it from you. I won it in an affiliate contest. I got second place with D, and we got the beautiful watch.
Right, that's awesome. So give Jefferson Renji a hand. Right, this is the thing, guys. We're going to move on to the next video. I just want everybody to commit to make a daily habit of reading. Everybody here, you'll read for 30 minutes a day? Say aye. Aye. All right, commit to do it and move on to the next video. I will see you in the next core commitment. Give them a hand. So, all righty, we are almost done. 7. Does anybody know the number for Empower Hour?
641.
Hold on. What is it? 641. 715. And what did you say, sorry?
3602.
3602? See, they don't know because it's saved in their phone. Yeah, you're like, yeah, that's right. That's right. That's why I don't know. No. All right. Cool. You guys ready? 3, 2, 1. Yeah. Hey, congratulations on getting this far. We've only got 2 core commitments left, and this one's actually really simple. We gather once a week, Monday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Time on an audio call called Empower Hour. Now, we'll actually send you out details where you can attend this on the internet as well, but you can dial into this number from your phone. So here's actually what I want you to do is I want you to save this number in your phone, all right? It is, I put +1 there because I live internationally, and so if I put +1, I can dial it from anywhere in the world, but you don't necessarily need to do that if you're in the United States, but it's +1 641 area code 715-3602. That's 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Now, this core commitment has 2 parts. Now, part number 1 is to actually attend those calls every single week for the next 52 weeks. That's what I want you to do. Monday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Time for 52 weeks straight. That's part number 1. Part number 2 is just as important, and that's to make sure to promote those calls to your team and promote those calls to your contacts every single week, because those calls, what they're going to do over a period of a year is they're going to help you to make sure that you stay on the right track with what's actually happening in the community with the results that people are creating right now, and it's actually going to also give you strategy, vision, and tactics to be able to grow your business and be able to take it to the next level, right? Why do we meet every single week? Because this is how you hold an organization together. If you don't meet every week, the organization starts to degrade, and if you will get on those calls every single week, what I promise you is this. It's not going to make a difference in a day, because that's not how success is built. Success is built daily, not in a day, but it will make a massive difference to you over the course of 52 weeks. So here's what I want you to do as part of this commitment. Pull out your phone. You can go ahead and pause the video. We'll also have this right below the video, okay? And I want you to put this phone number into your phone, save it as Empower Hour, and then I want you to put a reminder on your phone for 9 p.m. Eastern Time, Monday night. And if you attend those calls every single week, it will transform you. Everybody here agree to do it? Say yes? Yes. All right, go ahead and do it. We're going to give you a hand, and congratulations. Move on to the last core commitment. I just want to congratulate you. Go. I told you these last ones are short. All right. All right. Attend the events. I got to be a little more salesy on this one, but not too bad. Get your event ticket. No, I'm just joking. Hey, by the way, those of you who are online who have not bought event tickets, because I know not every single one of you has bought them yet, the question is are you serious about your business or not? That's the question. Because the price is going up. I mean, I'm not messing around.
Wow. Right around the corner.
Yeah, I know. What time is it now?
It's like 10:20ish, so less than.
We're just getting started. Oh, by the way, the coaching is also coming offline, $997, and that's going to be 3 months of accountability actually leading to the next event. And so, I mean, if I was you, and I'm just talking to the people who are serious, right? I'm not talking to people who are just messing around with this. I imagine, though, you're not messing around because you've been watching this for like 4 days, all right? And so that'd be difficult to do if you're not serious. You know, you're like, I'm just messing around, but I'm going to check it out for 4 days straight till 10 in the morning, 10 at night, right? So if you're watching this, seriously, take advantage of the all-in discount if you don't have it. If you do have it and you're not in the coaching, I'm just telling you, get in that coaching, because something that leaders do is they always associate with successful people. And you guys have gotten value from Will, right, this weekend? Yeah. Who in here has already purchased the coaching in the room? Just raise your hands if you purchase it, right? Yeah, pretty much everybody in the room has already gotten access to the coaching, guys. And so if you're on this, I don't even know if we have any seats left, but if there's a link there, I would just actually click that and buy it, and also buy your tickets to the next event. And now let's get on to core commitment number 8, which is attend every event. I'll just say attend the next event. The next event. Okay, the next one. How long do you do that? Forever. Okay. Go. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Yeah! Hey, congratulations. Congratulations. I just want to congratulate you again for completing the series along with this video. Remember, after you watch this video, you actually need to download the core checklist, check all the boxes, sign it and fill it out, and upload it back to the site. And then I want you to take that, I want you to put it on the wall near where you work. And that's there to remind you what you need to do every single day in your business. So you can just ask yourself, have I followed all 8 core commitments today, right? All of them today, right? Does that make sense to you? All right, so the last one actually is going to finish that story I was telling you earlier with that guy that I met in Phoenix, Arizona. So, you know, he's a little weird. He's just kind of stopped me in my tracks, and I'm sitting there, and he told me that if I did these 2 things, that I wouldn't know the life that I'd create over the next 10 years, right? So the first one was listen to daily audio, and I did it, right? And the second one, he only would tell me when I agreed to listen to the daily audio. So when I agreed, yes, I'll listen to it, he says, okay, well, you do the second thing. And I said, what is it? He says, I won't tell you until you agree to do it, right? I think that's hilarious. Right? A different way to influence people, isn't it? Maybe you'd pick up on something if you buy the mass influence formula, right? And so in any case, he said, here's the second thing. Okay, you agree to do it? I said, yeah. And he confirmed, right? He says, you're serious? I said, absolutely. He says, you need to go to every event for the next 10 years, right? He told me for 10 years. I mean, that's not like going to the next event. That's like, he told me, go to every event for the next 10 years. You know what I mean? That's like, and I had already agreed to do it. You know what I mean? So I'm on the hook. But I mean, what can you say to somebody that's making like your lifetime income every 30 days? You know what I mean? And he didn't seem really that much smarter than me. It just seemed like he knew different things and was filling his mind with different things, and I was filling my mind with, which at the time was garbage, right? You know, what do people do on their way to work normally? They listen to radio and news, which just talks about negative garbage on their way to work. So they get negative on their way to work, negative on their way home, and then negative at work, right? So you got to learn how to filtrate that garbage, right? The solution to pollution is dilution. That's what I like to say. And so you got to put positive in to get that negative out of there, right? If that makes sense. And so he told me to go to every event. Now there's an event coming up in like 2 weeks, and I was broke. You know, keep that in mind, right? Now I was busted broke, and I was like, there's an event in 2 weeks. He said, did you just tell me you'd do it? I was like, yes. And he goes, yeah, you're right. There's an event in 2 weeks. And if you don't go, you're lying. And I was like, okay, I'll go. $500,000 a month. Got it, right? And so in any case, so I just went to the event, right? You know what I mean? And I found a way. I didn't have money, and so I hitched a ride with some friends, right? And I actually managed to convince some people to go to the event with me, right? Over that next couple of weeks. And I drove out from Phoenix, Arizona, Long Beach, California, and I thought there was going to be like 1,000 people there or something. That's honest, right? I was like, I'm driving out this place for 3 days, and I walk into this auditorium, and there's 15,000 people in this auditorium stacked way into the back, right? And I was like, holy, what is this? You know what I mean? And it was just filled with people cheering and chanting, and it just stretched my mind as what was possible. I kind of understood how that guy could make so much money is because he was influencing so many people, right? And I went there, and I actually understood for the very first time how important events are, because that completely transformed what I believe was possible on the inside. I started to get a big vision. I started imagining myself speaking on stages all over the world. So I actually did what he said. I attended events for the next 10 years, right? Now at the time I was attending events that were teaching me dumb things. And that was actually the problem, right? Is they were teaching me to do things like wander around in Walmart, prospect strangers, pitch my friends and family, which you know what? That stuff does work for some people, and it didn't work so well for me, right? But I attended the events and I learned all sorts of other things that they were teaching that completely transformed how my mind worked. And I'm going to tell you something. If I didn't go to those events, I wouldn't have stayed in, and I wouldn't have had such a big vision right from the get-go when I very first got started. And that vision kept me in for the next 10 years. Now, where was I 10 years later? That's the conclusion of the story. I was actually standing on a stage, right, in California, in San Diego, right, so not the same town, and there was like 3,000 people in that room cheering and chanting, right, and it was the like almost year-long anniversary of when I'd started Empower Network, and we had done at that point, I can't even remember, it was like $50 or $60 million in sales or something like that. I was making about $200,000 a month at the time, right? So I was actually speaking on a stage of people. I remember that story of when that happened, and I thought back to that guy that I met in the hallway who flew a private jet down, and I said, that badass was right. You know what I mean? But you know why I did that? I did that because I was told to do it by somebody who had the results that I actually wanted to get in my business. And so here's the thing. We do events in Empower Network, and you need to buy your ticket to the next one, and you need to do it for yourself, and you need to do it for your future and your family, to commit to your business, but also to really meet the people that you're meeting on the internet, to meet me, to meet the people in the room. And you're like, those aren't actors? It's like, you know, well, even if they are actors, I got to have a lot of money to pay for this many actors in the home, you know what I mean, with all these stories. But the reality is, right, these are real people getting real results, and you actually get to meet them, get to shake their hand, you get to see that they're real people just like you are. So we got an event coming up, and here's what you need to do. You need to urgently buy your ticket to the next event. You need to buy your ticket, and you need to make a commitment that you're willing to do the things that you say you're going to do in your business, and you're willing to do the things that leaders do in their business. And here's why. If you're just going to try this out, and I'm not going to criticize that. You're welcome to do that. I'm just going to tell you, ain't going to work. It just isn't, right? I've seen every single person who says, I'm going to try it out, and that's what they keep doing. They fail until they change, and they decide, this is what I'm going to do. Every single person. When somebody's like, oh, I'm going to dip my toe in the water, you know what? You got to get all in. You got to get in by immersion, right? That's what you got to do. You got to immerse yourself in this and get involved in the culture and the community. And so we're now done with the 8 core commitments. Let me explain them a little bit for you now that you're here at this point. And first of all, again, I just want to congratulate you. Give me a hand for a second. Give me a hand. So why do we have these 8? Well, they're structured in a certain way. The first 4 of the 8 are designed to make you money and commissions in your business and increase the amount of money that you make in your business, all right? The second 4 are designed to grow you. First 4 to grow your income, second 4 to grow you. Because here's what I know. I know that if you make more money than how big you are, your income is going to go up and then going to go right back down. But if you keep growing, your income will continue to grow. You don't want your income to outgrow how big you are on the inside. And so we believe in Empower Network that we're not just empowering your commissions, which we are, we're also empowering you inside your heart and your soul. And so we want to help you to be empowered to not just make a commission, but to change some lives. Not just change some lives, but to create generations of leaders. To not just create generations of leaders, but to empower you to step into the future that's even bigger than you know it can be, because that's what I believe. I believe we are stepping into the biggest future that we've ever seen, and then we are going to do things that stretch the imagination, and it starts with you making a decision to purchase your ticket right now to the next event. So here's what I want you to do. Do you guys all agree you'll be at the events? Say yay? Yes, okay. So I want you to commit to go to the events. Here's what to do next. You need to download the core checklist, fill it out in full, quickly upload it up to the site before the time runs out, then put that on your wall, all right? And then you got to watch that bonus video that's going to unlock. I'm going to tell you, I'm going to teach you something in there. I'm going to finish the new member coaching, and when you see how I do that in the video, you're going to understand how you can go from 0 to hero like that if you're just willing to apply these 8 principles, these 8 steps. Everybody in here excited for our new member? Give them a hand. Congratulations. Congratulations. Congratulations on making a decision. Leave your thoughts in the comments, and welcome to the core group of Empower Network. And these are the future leaders of the people that are going to be on the stages and the beaches of the world enjoying the lifestyle together. Congratulations on making a decision to get to the next event, to get all in, and to watch the bonus video right now. I'll see you there. Give them a hand. Go. We're done. So I wanted to end with some stories and some vision stuff, and this is cool stuff, not stuff you've heard a million times, I don't think. So you guys want to hang out for a little bit? You want to finish what you want to do? You want to hang out for a bit? You want to grab something to drink or use the bathroom or anything? Or okay, let's take a 5-minute breather break, and then we'll come back. Is that cool? Everybody on the internet will be back in 5 minutes. By the way, guys, coaching it's going to disappear. So you need to lock in your coaching right now. I think we only got a few seats left. I actually don't even know if the button's still there. And buy your event ticket to the next event, and I'll see you there.